fat organ grander's monkey who's lost his organ.
Aristide. Pierre. Michel. Gilbert. I should have been there.
You had your duties here at home, General.
I would prefer to be with my men.
More wine? What has happened to you?
I made a big mistake. I fell in love.
Mistake? That's a blessing in any form, Athos.
She's much younger than I am.
Good. You're wise and worldly. A fair exchange.
Also, the king wants to marry her.
Oh, well then, he's the man to keep her.
Are you gonna survive 100 battles and 1,000 scars to be smothered by a skirt?
No, I'm going back to service. I'm going to join the new army in Algiers.
Stay away from Algiers. They don't fight fair as we do.
Does our king fight fair?
Remember the climate. Oh, and that fever. An ugly in that.
Any fever's better than this one.
Athos, the king will have his way with this woman, or no man shall. This is the painful reality.
You can still see her, but as a friend.
Friend? Ha!
Well, there's one thing I know for sure.
What's that?
If you come with us tonight, see her with the king through the eyes of a jealous man.
Then what? I'm already jealous.
You will cease to love her.
Good! You persuaded me.
To see her again?
No! To never see her again. So that I might love her forever.
Does she know you're gonna go off and get yourself killed?
I have forbidden myself to speak to her.
Then I shall tell her for you.
Don't you dare!
Kitty Pooh, please come down. Count D'Artagnan, you startled me.
Forgive me.
I've heard you're back from North Africa. I'm sure Papa will be happy to see you.
I am back. My men are back. But Athos says he's leaving to join the new army.
To join the new army? Have you seen it?
As plainly as I see you.
Do you know, Count D'Artagnan, that if Athos should go off to war, it would be a great sin on my conscience. I shall have to enter a nunnery.
A nunnery? And waste such a beauty as yours?
I shall have committed a sin.
What sin?
I shall have loved a man whose weakness for me would deprive him of his freedom and his life. And yet I said yes to him again and again.
You're not expected to know everything at your age.
But I expect myself to honor what I do know. If Athos should go off to war for my sake, it would kill him.
That is probably true.
It would kill me as well.
I beg you, intercede for me to God.
Son Altesse, great queen, you may shortly speak. I'm all ears, your majesty.
When I was young, I gave birth to a son. And my husband, the king, was so proud. I left my son with him and went to my chambers to rest. And there, in my room, a second son arrived. Though second born, he was first conceived. The eldest and true heir. But what my husband loved in one, he could not abide in two. We could not have two kings of France. Do you understand, Father?
Well, your majesty.
Now, these old crows are dead.
You're not dead yet.
Don't interrupt us, priest. Now that I'm dead, this nest of thorns. These 10 long years, he has been locked in the Bastille under the name of Mariachini. He's the twin of Louis. Identical in every way. Sometimes we send him pencils. Monsieur, he wears a mask of iron. He's twice imprisoned. My dying breath, I beg you, release him. Bring him to his destiny. Ask him not to hate me too much. I was just a girl when he was born.
I shall do all I can, Your Majesty.
You shall do it if you can or not. This is my command. Now, turn away. But woman, I am prized.
Your Majesty is with God.
Talk, little fucker. Did you, Father?
I do not need you, Father Confessor. I confessed only last week, and not much has happened to me since.
If I may inquire, how does the Bastille agree with you?
Very well.
Very well. How long have you been here?
I do not know.
Do you not suffer your loss of liberty?
What do you call liberty, monsieur?
I call liberty the happiness of going where the quick legs of a young man may carry him. To run in the fields, to smell the flowers.
I have in that vase 2 flowers picked yesterday from the garden of the governor of the Bastille. They are roses. Roses are the most beautiful of flowers. Do you want me to wish for other flowers? If flowers constitute liberty, then I am free, for I possess the most beautiful of all.
Oh, sire. But if I could, I would take your hand and kiss it.
Kiss the hand of a prisoner?
Sire, have you ever seen your face?
How would I see my own face?
Know that it is the exact replica of a face known to all the world. Know, too, that our late king's wife was called Anne of Austria. While the king and court were rejoicing the birth of a son, she gave birth to a second son, alone in her chambers. The boy was removed to the north of France, and when he was old enough to be a threat to his brother, the king, his tutors were assassinated, and he was removed to the Bastille, where he was put in an iron mask.
What What say you? Does another wear this hideous enclosure?
No other is so chosen, sire.
It is this you came to tell me?
It is.
So high. So high. I am lost.
On the contrary, you are found. Your Majesty. What if I told you that Louis of France is not the true inheritor of the throne? That there is another far different man than he, an artist and a dreamer and an innocent.
I would caution you that you're stepping towards treason, sure as dog shit. And since we fight and drink together, and while I fornicate for the both of us, put me in a position to either have to arrest you or hide you.
D'Artagnan, you know me as a brother. Know now that tonight I have seen the true King of France, who is the twin to Louis, born of the same womb, locked up these 10 years behind a metal mask in the Bastille.
Aramis, I would speak softly. By day, the little birds may hear you, by night, the rats.
The head governs the man, my friend. We shall change the head and liberate the people and the soul of France.
Aramis, you are speaking of civil war and crimes of high treason. I am sworn before God to protect the king that I know with my life and honor. Do not compromise our friendship. Let sleeping kings lie. It may save your life.
Your Majesty, why don't you forget this Valier and take Henriette and me with you to London? We're your favorites.
He likes the idea of a virgin.
Surely there's another virgin in the whole of France.
I hate him! Monsieur Fouquet is giving away his millions to his servants. Why? To the poor and the poets of the kingdom. Why? To avoid paying taxes to your royal treasury. That's why.
I'll be laughing stock. I hate him. I hate him! He's trying to spite me, just like he poisoned Valier against me. Tomorrow. Oh, happy day, when the sun rises, that man shall fall so low that when people look at the utter ruin which my anger will bring, they will see at last how much greater I am than he.
Brother-in-law, please, come play with us. You needn't do business every hour of your life, need you? Besides, she's cheating.
I am not. You just don't like to lose.
Is something wrong, Your Majesty?
How many men have you here in the palace?
I have the musketeers.
And what others?
20 guards, 13 Swiss.
And how many men will be required to arrest Monsieur Fouquet?
To arrest Fouquet?
Are you going to tell me that's not possible?
But, sire, he bankrupts himself to offer you all that he has, this very palace.
And you defend him? Like a lackey?
I defend him as a friend whom your father brought to wealth.
And whom I shall bring to prison.
Sire, it is not Monsieur Fouquet that I am defending. It is yourself.
Me? You defend me?
You will dishonor yourself if you give such an order.
This musketeer is speaking to the throne of honor.
Look around you, Captain. Other heads have bowed. Bow yours!
I do so, sire, at your command. Yet even as you tame me, you lessen me.
Are you sure you have enough men?
To arrest Monsieur Fouquet? Do you think I would need a whole army? Sire, a child could do it by making an ugly face.
You're impossible.
Your Majesty,